Well, I guess the question is, do I start pushing some sort of paid marketing for more leads, even though I'm booked out currently 4 to 5 months?
Okay,
gotcha. Do I start doing that?
So maybe the question is, what is the best strategy to continue to bring in leads, even though that I am booked out for 4 to 5 months?
Yeah.
You think that's a good question? Like that's lingering in your head?
Yeah.
It's like,
do I need to? I don't know.
So, this is a dilemma that I, like anybody that's ever talked to me personally one-on-one or had an interview, they're like, I don't want to do more marketing because I'm already too busy, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, if I bring in more business, it's only going to push back my time, right? Like my lead time, and I won't be able to actually serve the customer, right? So the question, and this kind of goes back to what I said before, the question before this one was like, how big do you want to get, right? Because I was kind of leading down that road with that line of questioning. For one, is you never take your foot off the gas, ever.
Right.
Ever, because I've had a client. I ran a campaign for them. I helped them sell. I don't know. It was like 10 tables in a day, 10 custom tables in a day. Like ran a campaign. I wrote the ad. I launched it. It was a killer offer, and he killed it. He's like, he sold a lot of tables in a day, and he was like, I need to turn off the marketing machine because I am overwhelmed, right? And you're probably looking at your 5 months saying like, I'm overwhelmed. This is just me. I don't have any help. There's all these other things. So there's like a bunch of pieces. So I'm going to break it down for you. For one is like, conceptually, you never take your foot off the gas. 2, if you're busy, you're not charging enough. So I would raise your prices, right?
I have to do it. Yeah.
3 is, it is incumbent on you to grow your business. You have to grow your business. Like, and what does that mean? That means is like, you need to think beyond you, right? And outsource some of the things that are taking up a lot of your time. So you can outsource some of your marketing. You can outsource some of your sanding. You can outsource bits and pieces of the things so that you are really focused on being the face of the brand, putting your finishing touches, and focusing on the things that you truly, truly love to do, right? Like, when you think, a lot of times people are like, I can't even afford to do this, and this, right? Like, you actually could, if you think about it, right? Like, I like to think of it like this. I used to live in New York City, and when my wife and I had kids, we both worked full-time, and we needed childcare. You have kids?
We got one on the way.
Okay.
First one.
So, congratulations. So, there's going to be this thing where you realize that anybody that has kids and that you need childcare, you will make it happen. Like, I'm not even going to tell you. I spent an entry-level salary, my wife and I spent an entry-level salary of an employee to take care of my kids. And then I'm like, I didn't even know I had this money. I could have bought something. I could have bought a BMW. You know what I mean? Like, I could have bought like a nicer house, right? Like, I just didn't know that I had that money. And that's literally what you need to think about when it comes to your business. You're not spending money on an employee. You're making an investment in a person that will give you back time so that you can focus on higher level things. Mm-hmm. Right? And so, okay, so the first thing is raise your prices. Second thing is start delegating a lot more. Like, you have to start delegating and start thinking about that. And then the third thing is really So that should either break down so like having more time so you can take on more jobs, and B, you're making more per profit, so then you can therefore invest in, again, not hire, invest in employees, invest in building a team, right? And then the third thing is, like, look, I'm very hot on SEO at the moment, right? SEO is amazing. And if you're getting good SEO, and I'll show you when we're off this, I'll show you like what your SEO stats look like. If you just did a little bit more on that, because again, it's impressive, but it's not where it could be, right? If you did a little bit more, and you literally built a community around yourself, around, like, you're a veteran, you live in, Cary, like, I'm assuming your area is, like, booming and growing, right? Like, especially if there's going to be a recession coming up, you need to keep your foot on the gas, and you need to build your brand. Build your brand and invest in organic. Once you start getting a little bit more, you get your SEO, get your name out. Like, again, people are searching for you, right? Like, I had another client. We turned on his site. We designed his site. We turned it on. Within a week, he had like 10, 12 leads. People were searching for him, and he didn't exist. So if you're getting leads organically like that, that means that people are searching for you. And if you dominated even more your area and you became like the go-to woodworker, wood shop near me, you'd kill it. You kill it, right? Raise your prices. You hire hire one person, hire an admin. That's the first thing that I would do. Second thing is hire some help in the shop, right? Raise your prices. Dude, if you raise your prices by 30, 40%, built your brand as like the go-to, table maker in your area, you do it.
Yeah.
Is that helpful?
No, it is. It is.